We start with some true basketball royalty that is in the building. Our first award is our Global Humanitarian Award, presented annually to recognize outstanding work of persons and communities throughout the United States and the world who dedicate their time to fighting indifference, intolerance, and injustice. And tonight's honoree, we hated him when he was a bad boy in Detroit, but he wormed his way into our hearts. And we loved him when he was leading, helping Michael and Scotty win 3 consecutive championships with the Chicago Bulls. Thank God for the Blackhawks, 3 in 6 years. They had 6 and 8, 3 in a row. I think you know him, you love him. Dennis Rodman, the Hall of Famer. I believe we have a video.
One of the most skilled rebounders, best defenders, and most outrageous characters in the history of the professional game. He played key roles in helping 2 National Basketball Association teams become NBA champions. He won 2 championships with the Detroit Pistons and 3 with the Chicago Bulls. He was also inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. And in 2013, he courted publicly by traveling with a documentary crew to North Korea. Rodman became the first American to meet the country's new leader, Kim Jong-un, when the two attended an exhibition basketball game featuring members of the Harlem Globetrotters. As a businessman, Dennis Rodman launched action figures and his own line of premium vodka. He also appeared on Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice. The Showtime networks will be airing a new documentary on Dennis this month. Stay tuned for more on one of the most gifted and talked about players in NBA history, Dennis Rodman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your Global Humanitarian Award winner, Dennis Rodman. Now we give Dennis the mic now, you never know, so here we go.
It's an emotional thing, you know. I just say thank you to all the people in Chicago. It's a great honor just to be back here, just to be around people that really love you. And well, I didn't want to do that, you know. But it's just so difficult to not to come back because it was really a hard thing to come to Chicago once I left San Antonio, and I played in Detroit, and I know how Detroit and Chicago really don't get along, and in all those years that we was really beating Chicago's ass sometime, you know. So, but you know what? But it's amazing how your team, Chicago, learned how to win. They learned how to win. They came and beat us in our own court 4-0. And for the graces of God, I think that Michael Jordan is probably the best player in the world. Not LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. And the whole time when I came to Chicago, Phil Jackson, Jerry Reinsdorf, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and me, we was at his house, at Reinsdorf's house, and Phil Jackson asked the question, said, Dennis, I want to ask you one question. Do you want to be a Bull? And my first response was, I don't give a damn. And he said, you're going to be a Bull. And he said, but the first thing you need to do before you come to Chicago, can you walk over there and say, I'm sorry, Scotty? I said, I have no problem with that. So I went and said, I'm sorry, Scotty, for all the things that we put you through as far as your migraine headaches. No, but we made up, and And I think everyone knows we won 3 straight championships. And, but for me, it wasn't an easy road for me in Chicago because the people in Chicago had to take me for who I was. You know, because I came with the tattoos, the piercings, the colored hair, and people didn't know how to take me. And once I came here and showed that work ethic, that desire to work and win, and people in Chicago know about working hard, who know how to work hard. Because I've always told everybody in the world, I've been told Reverend Jackson here, and he knows me very well. I said, for me, it was never about the money. It's like going out there and win for you people. And that's it. And like I said, you know, I met so many powerful people around the world, so many powerful people. But it's such an honor to me, one of the most powerful people that people really don't give that much credit to in the world. And you know who I'm talking about, right? And it's so enlightening to see that how the world embraced Obama, but not him. And it's so hard, even though we are the same color, we come from the same background. This man was with Martin Luther King. He was with so many people all around the world, South Africa. He was all over the world before Obama was doing anything. And we're not here to hate our culture. We're here to help our culture. And it's like the people in South Carolina, that is such a bad situation. But as black people, we know how to overcome trials and tribulations. And one thing that Reverend Jackson is going to do, he is going to make it work. He is going to make it work. With Rainbow Push, the whole organization here, and all we have to do is, we don't need to fight each other about who did this or who did that. Let's go try to fix the damn problem. You know, that's the deal. But anyway, but like I said, I am so happy just to be in the presence of a town I should have been born here in my whole lifetime. And thank you, Reverend Jackson. Thank you, Reverend Jackson. And thank the people in Chicago, especially the black community. If you guys ever need me, Mr. Jackson know where to find me. Thank you.